In the 2017 NBA draft, the Los Angeles Lakers selected Lonzo Ball with the second pick, but during that season, it became clear that Lonzo wasn't exactly as good as he seemed. So it would be pretty reasonable that teams start having doubts when it came to Lamelo Ball in the 2020 draft. He didn't exactly have the best work ethic, didn't play any college ball, and there was absolutely no guarantee that he would be a good person to use a lottery pick on. Because of that, he was selected 3rd overall by the Hornets, even though he was clearly the most skilled person in his class. Right now, I'm sure we can all agree that LaMelo is the clear frontrunner for the Rookie of the Year award, and obviously anyone who doubted him was dead wrong. He's currently the leader in points, rebounds, assists, and steals among all rookies, and has basically established himself as the face of the Hornets in just half a season. So how exactly was LaMelo able to become such a dominant force so quickly? And how much of his success is because of the Charlotte Hornets and the environment which he plays in? Well, let's see. As surprising as it may sound, even the Hornets didn't exactly believe that LaMelo can be this good, and that's why their head coach James Borrego didn't start him for the first 20 games of the season. Over the course of these games, his numbers per game slowly started increasing until he finally played his first game as a starter versus the Miami Heat. Since then, LaMelo has proven over and over again that he deserves the high minutes that he plays every night. Thinking about it, his addition to the team is one of the main reasons why Charlotte isn't at the bottom of the league anymore. Right now, LaMelo is averaging close to 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists, and just in the short amount of time he had in the league, he's managed to break a couple of NBA records that were held by the likes of LeBron James and Luka Doncic. In his 10th career game, LaMelo became the youngest player ever to record a triple-double. Something else that I found interesting is the fact that this year, almost everyone in the Hornets is playing at a higher level than last season. During the player signings that happened in the offseason, I can't name one that was more criticized than Charlotte's decision to sign Gordon Hayward to a 4-year, $120 million deal. I mean, this is the guy who had been out for the past 3 seasons because of really bad injuries, and there was pretty much no guarantee for him to play anywhere near as good as before. Well, Hayward is averaging 22 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists, which is all close to his all-star year. So obviously things are going great for him. But surprisingly, there's others as well. Terry Rozier is also having a breakout season, and just like Hayward, much of that is because of the environment that the Hornets have. Some other people that are also worth mentioning are Devonte Graham and Miles Bridges, but their performances aren't as surprising as the other players that I talked about, so I won't go into detail with them. Alright, let's go back to LaMelo Ball. So far, I've talked a lot about how he's doing overall, but now let's get into more detail. What's so special about him is the fact that he's a relatively big point guard who has tremendous playmaking abilities. When you stand at 6'6" and can make plays like this, there isn't really a ceiling to how good you can become. As I said before, LaMelo is currently leading rookies in both total and assists per game, and that makes him a huge piece in the Hornets system. He has the ability to score from anywhere on the floor, and that draws the other team's defense to him. Then he uses his great playmaking skills and court vision to pass the ball to the open man for an easy bucket. That's why right now he has a usage rate of 25%, and that's a great stat for a rookie who has just started in 15 games. If I had to make a comparison, I'll say LaMelo's playstyle is similar to Chris Paul's, who is also someone who has the ability to always see the open man and get the ball to them no matter the position that he's in. These are all great things, but what makes it even more mind-blowing is that LaMelo's number will continue to rise as he gets more minutes and becomes the primary ball handler on his team, because as of right now, he has to share point guard duties with Graham and Hayward. The team doesn't exactly have one specific person who always brings up the ball, and if LaMelo can somehow become that guy, I'm sure that his playmaking will reach a whole another level, which is kinda scary for other teams. Before coming into the league, a lot of critics didn't know if LaMelo would be able to become a true guard because, as I said before, he wasn't exactly the best scorer when he was playing overseas. But now Ball has a true shooting percentage of 53% while playing an average of 29 minutes per night. The main majority of the shot he takes are from catch and shoot, but also he can create shot opportunities for himself whenever he wants. I'm pretty sure by now I've covered his offensive game pretty well, so now let's also take a look at how he does on the other end of the floor. Like almost everything else in his game, people also doubted LaMelo's defensive ability before he came into the NBA. They called him lazy and uncommitted, which wasn't really that far off at the time. But now that he's in the league, it seems like he's able to transform his game into a whole new player. He's ranked 6th among all players with 1.6 steals per game and is first between rookies, so you could say that he's pretty active on the perimeter and passing lanes. For most other sections though, he could still use a lot of work to be able to properly lock down other skilled guards. So what exactly made LaMelo Ball be able to become such a dominant force so quickly? Well, I think that most of his success is because of the Charlotte Hornets. We're talking about a team that doesn't really have a high-level player who has the ball in their hands the majority of the time, or someone who takes up a high volume of shots. Without a superstar who ball hogs a lot, opportunities have opened up for everybody on the roster. Gordon Hayward, who I think is the best player on the Hornets, is really unselfish with the ball and doesn't hesitate to let others be a part of the offense. And that helps all the young players on this team, including Lamelo Ball. Charlotte is basically the best place for someone like Ball to be in because he has the chance to develop his skills and gain experience a lot faster than if he was to play for a different team like the Golden State Warriors, where he wouldn't have the same amount of opportunities. Lamelo is still the third youngest player in the NBA, and I'm sure that in a couple of years, he'll become the face of this franchise and the perfect centerpiece for the Hornets to build a team around. If you have a different opinion on this, make sure to leave a comment and tell me what you think. Also, if you haven't already, make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more NBA related videos as soon as they're released. Well, that's pretty much it. I'll see you in the next video.